Hello everyone, Adavan here, and we are going to do a video on pets today. I'm probably going to have to break this down to a couple different videos or it'll be too long, but this is going to be a total pet build, and everything's going to be based off of, we're making pets work and survivability. My goal is around 3,000 DPS, but I've already been able to test out higher than that here, even with, just a modest, mostly blue gear and a couple odds and ends I picked up. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the types of pets there are. The first kind of pet you're going to see is, well, the most basic form of pets are what's called sigils. And go ahead and show you them real quick, or one of them. A debuff. Sigil here. Basically, a sigil is a placed effect, and it'll be up to, I think, 4 of them, 4 or 5, and they just drop in one spot and they help you out wherever they are. It's hard to consider them a pet, but the game calls them a pet. So you have, Sigils of Weakness, the Sanctuary. Most of these are going to be in your support or technology stuff. So yeah. Anyways, the sigils are things you drop. There's a bunch of different ones, and they can be handy, but they're not really what you'd want to use anything for. They're not really what you'd use for DPS. The second type is your basic summons. These are uncontrollable pets that just kind of, you bring them out, they do what you want. They usually just attack whatever you're attacking, such as shadows, March of Dead, Warlock Blades. Yeah, they'll probably be easier to see them if I go on to the individual powers. Also the DPS ranged powers, you have Pyromantic Blades, Fire Snake, and Hydra, and these are all uncontrollable pets that just kind of do what they want. And next is the rituals. Now, rituals can be like sigils that are bound to an area, but these are a little more autonomous. They do a bunch of different things and have different effects. Let me bring them up real quick. Here you go, rituals. Ritual of Radiant Summoning, Ritual of Arcane Summoning, and a Ritual of Ebon Summoning, and Ritual of Primal Summoning. Now, the reason I call these out on their own is because you can only have one of them out at a time. So it's best just to choose one and run with that one. Alright. Next is gadgets for controllable pets. You have munitions bots, support drones, and attack drones. And the other last is the normal controllable pets, Void Horror, Command Animals, and there's Tyrannius, where the hell that word is, familiar. So now those are the ones for powers you can select. Now we also have devices such as the Teleosaur pheromones, backup, ironclad, or any of the other backups. So devices, backups, and the last category is sidekick. So you get the loyal sidekicks. You'll have another one of these down here. And normally these are also, you can only run one type of those at a time. So one backup, one device, and one sidekick. So that's how those work. And we're going to see what mass brings us here. Anyways, those are, the basics of the pets that are available, and you can mix and match them however you want. And I've spent oh, my bad, there is one last category, and that is the ultimate pet, the mechanical monstrosity. And it's pretty cool. It does decent DPS, but it's also uncontrollable. It basically attacks whatever you're attacking. Now for stats and spec tree and your innate powers, that's kind of going to be based off on how you want to run it. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm doing it kind of weird, but it works out extraordinarily well. So on the next video, I'm going to get into all that. And for now, let's go ahead and pick up a couple of these pets. Let's try to get 2 of the rituals going at once, and I'll show you how it works. Don't worry about that right now. powers. There we go. Bam. Eldritch bolts, which have a chance to root, which is what I use for a energy builder anyways, because a root keeps things from advancing on you, gives your pets more time to intercept and beat up. So we stick with the Eldritch bolts. Now we're going to go all the way down here to... There we go. That was familiar. And I'm just doing this to unlock the pets. There we go. So we're going to take two pets, or 2 of these at a time. Bam. Alrighty, where was I? Training up. Powers. Okay. So as you see, we have 2 rituals. Now we're going to try to pull them both up at the same time, see what happens. And as you can see, you can only get 1 ritual up at a time. So that's why we only pick 1 ritual. But summons, you can take many different summons as you want. Let's take all the summons. Let's see here. Summons. We're going to take March of the Dead, Warlock's Blade, and let's go take some from the DPS. Let's see if we can get Warlock Blades and Pyromantic Blades up at the same time. Yep, you can get both sets of blades up at the same time. That's awesome. That's so we can get both blades out. Now the thing with summons is they don't last a super long time, so you have to keep continuously pulling them out. So during a fight, it's better to have everything else summoned. Wait until you actually the fight start, until you sick your other pets on stuff, and then you bring out your summons, and then keep refreshing them throughout the fight. Regular rituals and regular controlled pets don't go away. Neither do sidekicks or the devices. Some of the temporary devices will expire. Some of them, it's a use when you shut it off, or if you lose it. If it gets killed or you get killed, then it turns off, and you're gonna summon it again. You only have like 3 charges, and backup only lasts for a few seconds as well. It'll summon to your side for 15 seconds. So this is the basic overview. You know, again, gadgets also stay out the whole time. So yeah, it's best to have a bunch of different types of them, so you always have something going on at once. So summons, you can pull out all the summons you want. So as long as you have the endurance to draw it out, you can draw them out. But you can only have 1 ritual out at a time. As soon as you try to pull another ritual out, the first one goes away. And also the rituals are kind of bound to within a certain area around where you see these little markings on the ground. So if I were to go over here, my ritual will eventually pop out of existence within a few seconds. Once that goes way up there, and there it goes. So bam. Anyways, I hope you guys learned a little bit, and I'll edit this down for time and talk to you later. Out here.